Skakel, Austria. A 1,445 meter high mountain, which for the last 45 years has been the home of the Mercedes G-Class. The original was developed here, starting 7 years before its market introduction some 38 years ago. A freak in the Mercedes lineup, the G-Class has remained on sale despite the world around overtaking it, yet sales in the last few years have broken records. Call it nostalgia, but for all the G's iconic looks and hand-built appeal, even the most ardent fan would be hard-pushed to describe its drive as sophisticated. Ancient, bouncy, and inaccurate, certainly, but that's about to change. That underlines just how extensive this new G-Class is, with Dr. Gunnar Guthenke, head of G-Class, saying, "Our mission statement at the beginning of the development was the G-Class we make into an icon, only better. As part of that iconic status it has to be a proper off-roader. It retains a body-on-frame construction, then, though getting that technology through modern crash regulations hasn't been easy. Then there are iconic design details like those prominent wing-mounted indicators too, which caused the engineers no end of trouble. To get them past pedestrian crash protection they now collapse into their housings if 150 kilograms of force is applied to them. There's a longer wheelbase of 40 mm, the body being 50 mm longer, which aids crash performance and has the useful benefit of increased interior space, too. Riding in the new car up Skakel it's clear that the off-road performance exceeds that of its predecessor. Thank that more sophisticated chassis, which gains a revised rigid rear axle with 4 links and a pan-hard rod to improve control. The front suspension is a double wishbone setup. There's coil springs, air springs deemed too fragile for the G's extreme off-road ability, with the standard passive damper setup having a frequency-actuated bypass valve that allows huge wheel articulation off-road but affords a controlled ride on it. Optionally there's a variable damper setup with selectable modes, which is what we're riding in today. Another key change is the replacement of the vague recirculating ball steering setup for a rack and pinion setup. It's very obvious even from the passenger seat that Metzger is less busy at the wheel. Off-road then it's extraordinary. To the familiar selectable Mercedes-Benz drive modes it gains a G mode, which recalibrates the damping, steering, transmission and accelerator response, allowing the G-Class its phenomenal off-road ability.